A man dies in Fresno police custody after they say he shot his ex-girlfriend, carjacked a mother, and kidnapped her 4 children inside the vehicle. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kirsten Mitchell. This story is a lot to unpack, but we're going to walk you through what we know so far. Beginning with CBS 47's Liv Johnson live outside the Fresno Police Department. Liv, what are they saying happened during this arrest?
Well, Police Chief Paco Balderrama says the suspect resisted arrest, and when they finally got him into handcuffs, officers say they noticed he was having what they describe as medical issues, and he died at a hospital an hour later.
The issue appears to be that this is something related to drug abuse and perhaps excited delirium.
Fresno Police Chief Paco Balderrama explaining the death of a man in police custody on Saturday afternoon. He says it started in Selma when the suspect, a 39-year-old man, allegedly shot his ex-girlfriend in the face, then carjacked a vehicle with a mother and her 4 children inside.
That vehicle made its way towards Fresno. One of the children was, from what I understand, very, very smart and actually faked an asthma attack to where the suspect pulled over and kicked the family out of the vehicles. According
to police, the suspect then drove to a neighborhood in southeast Fresno where he began knocking on doors and appeared to be under the influence of drugs.
Incoherent, wasn't really making any sense.
When officers arrived, Balderrama says a group of officers tried to handcuff him, but he resisted. So they used a taser and eventually used 3 handcuffs to detain him.
The suspect was still talking, breathing, was still being combative with the officers, tried to kick him several times.
Balderrama says officers began noticing he was suffering from medical issues while emergency personnel arrived on the scene. The suspect was then taken to CRMC where he died an hour later. Officials say the suspect is a convicted gang member on parole with an active warrant. Balderrama says he's seen body camera footage and does not believe officers acted inappropriately.
The officers are simply trying to talk to this person, trying to get him to calm down, asking him for his arms, trying to get him, cuffed and secured, at which point he starts having medical complications.
The 4 officers on the scene are now on leave while the incident is investigated by the Homicide Unit, city attorneys, and Office of Independent Review. So at last update, the suspect's ex-girlfriend who was shot is in critical condition. The woman and children from the carjacking, they are safe and they're being interviewed by the Fresno County Sheriff's Office, which will be taking over the investigation into attempted homicide, the carjacking, and kidnapping. Reporting live in Fresno, I'm Liv Johnson, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.